Pizza time.
Episode 26 of A Pizza My Life. Let's get this started. I'm Pizza Eric. With me, of course, is two-time Defensive Player of the Year, Sean Sauce.
Should have been 3.
You just missed it that one year.
Missed it.
You just missed it that 1 year.
Switched to offense that year. That was the reason.
That was the reason?
That was the reason. Can't win Defensive Player of the Year on offense.
That's what they always say. It's
a shame.
With us today, of course, in studio is Danielle, a.k.a. Dinx. What's up?
Hey.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
So everyone, a lot of people call you Dinx.
Mm-hmm.
What's the story? How did that become a thing?
So back in like AIM days when that was like the cool thing
Solid
to
screen
do.
names.
Yeah.
Solid screen name. So that was it. It was like, so real backstory, when I was born, my dad's best friend called me.
We're going all the way back.
Like,
all the way back.
Day one.
Okay, so back when, let me tell you the story here. My parents
I was
met.
going to say it's like back in high school. No, day one, my dad's best friend, ever since I was a baby, called me Dinky.
Okay.
And it just stuck, and then people started calling me that, and then it stopped because I wasn't a kid anymore.
Yeah.
And then when screen names came out, I'm like, what the hell is my screen name going to be? I don't know. And I was like, Dinx? Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then Brad, our friend Brad, just, you start IMing with somebody, and they're like, I'm going to start calling you Dinx. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And, like, the nickname just formed.
Wait, so you made it your AIM.
Yeah.
And then because of the AIM, it just stuck as a nickname.
Yeah, and I'm not kidding you. Some people didn't know my actual name for a very long time. And then a lot of my friends' parents just call me Dinx. Like, I'm not even sure if they know
That's
my
just
real
the name now.
Yeah.
It's like Cher.
But that's the thing. Like, Eric has always called me Danielle, but there's some people in our friend group
that just
have called me Dinx. And if they call me Danielle, I'm like, who?
What?
It doesn't. It's like a audio
I got
thing.
friends like that, but it's their nicknames are based off their last name, so it's a little bit the line is a little clearer.
Yes, that makes sense.
But it's the same thing. Like, I don't like when someone calls them by their first name. Like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. So that's the origin of Dinx.
Gotcha.
Dinx.
Was it always Dinx Muffin?
No.
Okay, because because Brad was an idiot. He made his white muffin.
He
Oh,
didn't.
stupid.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like it canceled now.
Right. But no, that was when the whole muffins video came out on YouTube.
What?
Oh, okay.
You remember the muffins video? It's like fire. Yeah.
What?
Come on. I'm not the only.
We don't know it.
the video like YouTube like shoes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, shoes.
Okay. So when you
We
said
know
muffins,
shoes.
I originally went to shoes in my head. I'm like, is
Yeah.
it
So
like that? Just like
the
muffins.
same people or person who created shoes.
Was it one person?
I don't
think it
know.
was,
I think
right?
it was
Probably.
one person
Yeah.
who like
Dressed
was
up,
multiple
yeah.
characters.
That was back in the day.
Created muffins. Look it up. It's hilarious.
Is it like the same thing? Like, oh my god, muffins.
Yeah, no, they're just like a bunch of different like Israeli-Palestinian conflict muffin, and it'll be like bits of glass muffin. Like people who know.
Early YouTube was like the weirdest shit.
I'm telling you,
I think it was just people on drugs just being like,
So
Yeah.
So
That
I
was
think it
before
was
people-
Ryan or Brad was like, oh, Dinx muffin. It just like evolved.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sean, did you have any like random nicknames like growing up, like when you were a baby?
No.
No.
Like my. Well,
You weren't always Sean Sauce?
No. Actually, like my name in general, like I feel like the only nicknames that have come from it has been like my mom, Shawnee Boy, which is not a great one to
That's like just a
just
normal.
be going around there.
Yeah.
And then like my last name isn't indicative to a nickname. You can't like shorten it to say anything. Although people say Atkins a lot, but I think it's just because they can't read.
Yeah, they missed the ON at the end.
I don't understand that at all.
So let me tell you this. When I was a kid, I have several family members that always called me Lou.
Why?
I don't know.
Eric Lou.
It wasn't even Eric Lou. It was
Like
just
just
like
Lou?
Lou?
Yeah.
Lou?
It was just like, hey, that's Lou.
Did you go to the bathroom a lot?
No.
And were they British?
No, they weren't British. But yeah, but I still have like an aunt that'll be
Lou.
like that'll call me Lou, and I don't know. I should probably ask why. And I think I've heard the reason why, but as far as I know, it's just you were just called Lou.
Should we change like your name here to Lou?
Hey, welcome to episode 26. I'm Pizzaloo.
No,
I
just
like
Lou.
that.
Pizzaloo does have a ring.
I like
to it.
Pizzaloo.
You should change all of your social media to Pizzaloo now.
Pizzaloo.
Then
I
you
don't
won't
hate
need
it.
the 3 Z's on pizza.
We don't know. We don't know how many Pizzaloos there
We
are.
have to
out
do the
there.
research.
Pizzaloo.
Yeah.
We have to do
Maybe
the
he
research.
needs 4 Z's now.
It sounds very Italian, like authentic.
It does sound more Italian.
Yeah.
Pizzaloo.
It almost sounds like a festival or something. Like, oh, did you go to
Pizzaloo?
did you go to
Bonnaroo?
room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to Pizzaloo this year?
Were you at Pizzaloo?
Well, if there is
Dude.
a Pizzaloo, can we be like the official sponsors that don't pay?
A copyright,
Yeah.
trademark of Pizza My Life.
Yeah,
That
trademark
shit
that.
right
Yeah,
now.
that's
Pizzaloo.
legally binding. So
Anyways, Danielle, you kind of got mentioned in a previous episode that we had. Your former roommate Anna, aka Burrito Anna, was on, and she told a story about you.
Yep.
To refresh our listeners' memories, the story was that she was cleaning the
Cleaning my room.
the condo.
yeah, so you guys
was cleaning
live
the
together in
condo.
a condo.
Yeah, and she was vacuuming, and she was like, "I'll be nice, I'll vacuum her room as well." And she went in all the way to the closet, and in the closet, on the floor of the closet, she found a pizza,
Like a leftover pizza.
a leftover hot and ready pizza.
That's super embarrassing. And I'm not going to lie, I totally called her out. And I was like, come on. You had to tell that on a podcast. But
With all of our listeners.
Recorded
with
forever
so
With
many
on
so
the
listeners.
many
internet.
listeners.
But all of the listeners, at least half, would be somebody that knows who I am and know that we live together. So it wasn't like I was this
Wasn't
like
a mystery.
mystery
But did they already know
roommate.
the story also?
Maybe some people, but
Okay.
I'm going to guarantee you that I didn't tell anybody
This-
this
yeah.
story.
Yeah, makes sense. But this wasn't a story that like made its rounds.
Through a few people, I'm sure. It's not something that I'm proud of.
So do you want to give
What
your
happened?
side? Yeah, like what,
Okay.
what
How did the
led to
pizza-
this?
Honestly,
Get
it was
in the closet.
it was several years ago. I'm gonna say 4 years ago. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So it was either a drunk purchase or a hungover
I
purchase.
assumed it was a
first
drunken
of all.
night
Yes.
for sure.
Because I mean, hot and readies are fine and everything, but it's
you don't do it
definitely
when you have like the prep time to be like, hey, I want a
No.
pizza that is actually to my liking.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just a quick purchase. So most likely it was a hungover purchase, laying in bed all day on a Sunday or something like that.
My understanding
And-
was that it was I figured it was a drunken purchase. Like this
It
was
could
like
have
an
been.
I did think that.
end.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
thought.
Like you needed food.
That makes more sense how it
To-
ends up in the closet.
But if you think about it, Little Caesars isn't really open at 2 a.m.
That's true.
So
That's
that's
true.
why
Fair.
I'm going with hungover purchase.
Fair.
But I don't exactly recall the date and time.
Maybe it started
that
as
I bought.
hungover and then it ended as a drunken closet.
No, maybe. No. But okay, so,
So what's
I'm
the
sure.
thought idea of putting it in the closet
Okay.
instead of taking it to the kitchen?
There's not much of a fight to this because, to be honest, okay, so if we all know Anna, we know she's like a workout junkie.
Yes.
She eats pretty healthy besides Qdoba, which is still healthy for fast food or
Yeah, her
anything.
burritos.
So I think for me, it's kind of an embarrassing thing where it was like, she also doesn't drink. So to be hungover and feel lazy.
She doesn't even know
It
that
almost
life.
seemed like you got like in trouble with like your parent.
I don't know. It was kind of like hiding it from a parent because it was like, I'm embarrassed that I'm eating this like fat food like
Yeah.
in my bed all day on a Sunday. And then it was like, okay, do I want to like take out the pizza
And then
and
it's
like
a whole
show
box,
her
and
that
it's
it's
a
like,
whole
oh,
box
you
that
got a
you have
whole
to-
pizza
yeah.
for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can go to Little
I'll
Caesars and
just-
be like, I'll take a half
and
a
I
pizza.
think what went through my head is I'll toss it in my closet because if she happens to come in and watching TV later in the day,
She
she
won't
doesn't
see
see
it.
a pizza like on my bed.
And then
which
it's like
is
I'll
still
get
weird.
rid of it like when she leaves.
Kind of thing. And
Yeah.
I think I might have forgot about it. Regardless, Anna, it was gross. But like, why'd you have to go in my closet?
No, okay, so good question. Good question is
How often was she vacuuming her
I
room?
don't know.
I also
Like,
Now it worries me. It's like, how often did you go
I also
in
don't
my
think
closet?
I've ever vacuumed like a closet.
yeah.
We had like a walk-in
Walk-in
closet.
and
yeah.
I do like to an extent. I guess because the closet's always open. Like I'll just kind of get in there, but like
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. For one, I don't think I would have gone into my roommate's room ever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I don't think I would have opened, but I know she owned the place though.
Yeah, definitely. So I was
it's-
renting from her. So she technically had every right to
Oh,
go in
absolutely.
wherever
Yeah,
she
yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah.
Did I know that it was going to happen? No, or
No,
else I wouldn't have
of course
left
not,
it
yeah.
there.
That's
So
just
that-
such a funny spot to like leave.
in the closet.
I
pizza.
trust me, I know it's really not like my proudest moment.
So that does remind me when I was a kid, there was like we had like a middle bedroom. It was before my youngest brother was like old enough to sleep in like his own room.
Yeah.
And I used to sneak candy all the time and just like, I think it would either be like I'd almost get caught, so I just toss it like behind the couch or something. And so anyways, I did that for years. And then my younger brother like moved into that room, and so they were moving like the couch out of it. And my mom always tells the story, she moves the couch and there's just piles of like candy wrappers, like a sucker that was like half licked, and then I threw it back there, and it was my stash of just same thing, like all the evidence.
That's
of just,
disgusting.
Right. Well,
do you have a stash now where you're living?
No, because I'll eat it all now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing goes to
Heather,
waste.
don't look behind the couch.
No, see, the good thing is that Heather's short, so I can just put it on like the top shelf, and it's like,
Yeah.
who knows where that is?
Right.
Heather, don't ever stand on a
Yeah.
ladder.
Yeah.
Don't look at those top shelves.
We're good. There's so much candy over there.
Yeah, so that's that story, and I definitely spent a lot of time in my room. It was just like the only space there that was completely mine.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
But now that I like moved into my own house, which was this past January, I literally like understand where she's coming from. I've texted her multiple times like, okay, I get why you're mad about this, that, and the other thing, or like kind of would like guide me in the right direction like a mother or father would. Just be like, okay, you gotta put the dishes away, or you gotta da-da-da-da.
How many times have you vacuumed your closet?
Well, I don't have a walk-in closet anymore, so
could be pizzas in there.
Who knows?
Pizza
We don't
list.
know.
I
But you
promise.
understand once you have your own place, like you understand like how
100.
where like how
100%.
quickly and how easily stuff like gets dirty.
Yeah, like as soon as
And-
my mom walked in and she didn't want to like take her shoes off, and I was like, no.
Bitch, you
now,
put that to
now
the
I'm
side.
a little more lax.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely understand. And the only time I really do eat in my room is if it's like a hungover or drunk thing. Now I have my own kitchen that I can eat in. I have a little table outside on my patio that I can eat
Even just a
at.
living room that just is a little bit easier to
Yes,
clean up. You don't have
100%.
like the bed and blanket.
But yeah,
Yeah.
knowing that you like any little scratch or divot in your wall or like a spill on your carpet is like, oh, like it's the worst feeling on earth when it's your own place.
Yeah, because you're like, this is long term. I have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Do you
So
find yourself walking around at all and just like looking up and just being like, oh, there's a little
yeah.
spot right there, and then you're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, what do I do about that?
100%.
Yeah.
All the time. And I'm like, great. Now I have to like spend this much money to get this fixed and this.
Yeah.
That's all his dollar
What
signs going
it
through your
is.
head. You're like, what the
100%.
fuck?
So Anna, appreciate you, but stay out of my closet.
Stay out of that closet.
You don't have to, but do you have any stories that to go back to Anna?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. Do we have dirt on Anna?
do we have
Is
dirt
there
on
dirt
Anna?
on Anna?
Did she leave a burrito in her car?
No, she's perfect.
Do we want to start that? Do we want to start the story about
Yeah,
Anna
she
leaving
left a
burrito?
burrito
Yeah.
In her car for
in her
months.
I know for a
toilet,
fact that she
and it
has eaten a
clogged it
burrito
up.
in a car.
I'm assuming you were there.
I saw the Snapchat.
Okay.
Of what?
Her eating a burrito in
the car.
in a car.
Was it
Oh.
during quarantine?
No, I was asking her like, "Where are you?" And she was in the parking lot eating the burrito. She's like,
Oh.
"I'll be in a minute. I'm finishing this burrito."
Oh, okay. Well,
No,
I mean,
Like,
that's
of course
its own
you
story.
are.
I can't think of any like specific stories. I'm sure like after I leave, it'll be like,
Everything
oh,
come to your
there's
head.
one. But I think we eventually kind of balanced each other out. At first,
Yeah.
like whenever you live with people, it's
Yeah.
always like, okay, what's their little quirks? What's going to push their buttons? And like, how are we going to live together? Like,
And there's
That's
always
the
going to be
thing.
something that kind of annoys you
Yeah.
either way.
You have
Yeah.
to find who you're compatible living with,
Yeah.
like whether it's a
100%.
roommate or a significant
But
other.
it's no matter what, you're always
It's
going to have
so
something that
important.
you're like, there's always going to be one thing that you're like, well,
Yeah.
I wish you did that differently.
Yeah.
Right.
And when you're just friends with someone, if you're just like casually dating someone, you have no idea like what that little thing is.
Are you living with people that you're casually dating?
No, I don't. No,
What do
I'm
you-
not.
are you
Looking
looking
at the mirror? Looking at yourself?
Well, I was trying to figure out who all was in the house right now, and
Just us.
no one's.
By the mirror, it's
No
just
one else
look
is living
this
here.
way. It's the
Dogs.
same people.
No, but yeah, it's like
Keep
figuring
wait,
it
hold on. Do we
out.
have to check this closet. I think Eric might be keeping someone in the closet.
That would be so funny if I put a pizza there in the closet just to be like, oh,
Oh my god, I would be so embarrassed.
That'd be so
Sorry.
stupid.
Sorry, Eric. No, but like finding out who you can live with for sure is like a huge
Mm-hmm.
thing. But Anna and I think we both shared it too. Like we've taught each other quite a few things
Yeah.
while living together. Like
You calmed her down a little bit.
I think a little bit. I
Maybe.
think I was more lax about
Yeah.
certain things, and so you know if she would get more uptight about certain situations, I'm like just
Yeah,
kind of
it's
chill.
not that big of a deal right
And
now.
I think it worked itself out.
Yeah.
And I never left another pizza in my closet again.
There you go.
so-
All
So
right.
you learned.
Applause.
You
I
grew
learned
from
my
your
lesson.
moment. Yeah. All right, now we've settled the pizza in the closet.
All right, that's good. We got the answers. We got the answers we needed
I'm so glad.
fill in these loose ends.
I know you were nervous about this.
I was,
Yeah,
and she's gonna listen and just laugh.
of course.
I hope she like texts you and is like,
going to.
"Thank you for not telling this embarrassing story."
I don't remember an embarrassing story, but next
you were
time.
Anna. You were the perfect roommate.
Yeah. If there is an embarrassing story, we'll have you back on immediately.
Yes.
Like so quick.
Just at least just tell us it. We'll even like play leave a voicemail. We'll just play it.
Yeah.
I want to be the first returning guest. Back
Hey,
to
Big
backs.
Mike, watch out.
Big Mike he's sweating. He's sweating bullets. I know that right now it's neck and neck between him and Heather.
Oh yeah.
Those are. I mean, it's Sean's girlfriend. I mean.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess that's.
It's also your friend. It's not just.
Yeah. Also, yeah, one of my best friends. Of
Yeah.
course. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, yeah, she's also my roommate.
Yeah, we also live together.
Hey, whoa.
I'll tell you what, she's left many a pizzas in the closet.
Moving
I
on.
can't imagine.
Next topic.
Moving on. So one of the things we did have to talk about was it's been noted on this podcast, even last week, that I am a fan of comedian Chris D'Elia, but now former fan now, because literally as we posted the episode last week, all this bad news came out about him, about how he like goes after these underage girls.
Yeah,
So
we're for one. Yeah, we're gonna have
First
to
off,
really.
hey Chris, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck,
Hey,
man?
don't get into a Chris D'Elia impression.
That's
talking
not a
about
Chris D'Elia impression at all. The Chris
Just
D'Elia
saying.
impression's done. I'm surprised I'm even able to talk with any sort of
Anything other than that?
like I'm trying to like
Any
I have to like
cadence
consciously
whatsoever. Like, hey, hey.
like anything that I picked up from him, it's like that's out the window now.
So did his podcast get canceled? Is that
I
like
don't think
It didn't have a
I
new
don't think he's-
episode.
Yeah, he hasn't released an episode. So if it's not canceled, it's like on hiatus.
Because there's plenty of
Yeah.
podcasts that I know of that have gotten canceled because of everything that's
Well,
Oh yeah,
been going on.
for sure.
Yeah, and I mean his podcast was only him, so I mean he can certainly still do it, but I'm sure like the people that work with him, the people that advertise absolutely are out of there. See
Well,
you later,
the
buddy.
platforms could be easily be like, no,
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't want you on our
Well,
Yeah.
so and we already saw one of his best friends, Whitney Cummings, has denounced him. Basically, has come out and said,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah. So like,
didn't
I
see
mean,
that.
so for people who maybe don't know Chris D'Elia, he's had at least 2 shows with Whitney Cummings. They
Yeah.
have been very good.
They're very
friends.
connected with each other. A lot of people thought like, are you dating?
Yeah.
Like, and I guess they've never dated, but
Yeah, and so as soon as basically it seems as soon as she found out with everyone else, the accusations came on Twitter and they just started piling up one after the other. She put a statement out there, did not know that's who he was.
yeah.
People need to speak up. Got on top of that, and then maybe unfortunately she's getting, it almost seems adjacent canceled. Just people
Yeah.
think she was complicit in it, which that's tough to know.
It
Did
is
she
so
know about it or
tough
not?
to know because I mean you're talking about like knowing who your friend is like randomly messaging
On
at any
something
given
that they're, and
point.
something that they're not going to be like openly like,
Well,
hey, I've
that's-
been messaging
It's
a
like
17-year-old.
complete guilty by association, and
Yes.
you want to remove yourself from that situation
100%.
before it gets to that point where people are like,
Yeah.
wait, so are you backing him up? Are you saying like
And she
he's
clearly
cool?
wasn't. I mean, she clearly
Right.
wasn't. And,
So you have to make that move quick,
Oh,
or
yeah.
else you're screwed too.
and she made it quick, and
Yeah.
and I think her issue is that she's so connected to him that people, for whatever reason, think that you have to know. But I
Yeah.
think that's something that people don't. You're not going to tell someone, hey, I'm messaging a 16-year-old girl. I'm
Yeah, like
grooming
you
her
would
to-"
never,
Right.
you would never be like out somewhere and
Yeah.
be like, oh, check out who I'm messaging. It's a teenager.
Exactly.
Like you would never do that.
Yeah.
It's a teenager.
Hey, it's a teenager. Isn't this cool? Like everyone would be like, no, what the
Ugh.
fuck are you doing, man?
I just don't understand what the hot commodity is. Like, what
I don't
are you
get it
trying
either.
to prove here? There's plenty of people over 18 years
Well,
old.
yeah.
And especially like given their celebrity status, which I don't know if he was a full-blown celebrity at this time, but like I'm sure you have so
Regardless
many.
if you're a human being.
Yes, no, 100%. All I'm saying is that if you're
Careful.
assuming you're a celebrity, I'm saying like you, like it's not like you have probably so many girls. Anyone who even
You should be
seems
good.
remotely questionable, you should just be like, nope, done.
Right.
Yeah.
Done. And the fact is, it seemed like he knew that they were underage. He kind
Yeah.
of didn't care.
And kind of specifically seems like he went
was
after
going
that.
after that, which is not.
And he's almost 40.
Yeah.
And we did talk about this earlier, though.
dude.
The comparison of 16-year-olds nowadays to 16-year-olds when I was 16
Yeah.
years old, there's a significant difference. Like, we have all of the social media. You have the Instagram filters. You have the whatever.
It's
like the
easier to
outfits, the
talk to
looks.
whoever.
But still, if
That's
you have
also-
any inkling that someone's young,
That's also
Shut
more
it down.
reason to
Get the
just
hell out
not
of
be.
there.
Yeah, to just not be like. Just don't go with people like remotely your age.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like,
it'd be different if it was someone who's 23 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I mean
not
depending
different,
on what it was.
but,
Yeah, depending on what it was.
But I'm saying that's not as big of an age gap where you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so there's the whole like chart of like Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriends and how like he always dumps them when they hit 25.
Oh, good.
No, so as
far
as we know, Leo
so it's
has
like
been
Leo, like you're fine.
He's
You
my
know?
man. He is
you're
like
just-
since Titanic.
Hey, he's my man.
No.
So you're
Him
like
and
talking
JT.
like since like, and he just keeps getting older, but he's still dating these like young girls, and it's like if you stay in that 20 to 25 range, you're fine.
I mean, it still is weird.
It's still weird,
It's still
but you're
weird,
fine.
but at least from the seeming, it's not like
But,
not anyone underage. He's not doing anything to coerce them or anything. So it's just a little bit odd because then he starts getting older and they end up being the same age the entire time. But on the flip side of that, so obviously Crystalia seems to be a 100% legit claim, and then you had Justin Bieber. There's a bunch of celebrities.
There's so many
getting
cancellations last week, and I will say like Crystalia is like and we talked about this last week even of like celebrities getting canceled.
Did we?
Like yeah, we did. Well, listen to that podcast; it's pretty good.
You were on it.
But we talked about celebrities
Check it
getting
out.
canceled last week, and of everyone that's
Aziz
been
and CK.
canceled, like no one's really like affected me that much. Like there's no one that I was a huge fan of, but like Crystalia, like I've seen him live several times. I've watched like a ton of his stuff. I was a fan of his podcast, yada yada. So like for this to like happen, it's like it's such a bummer because like it's like, dude, what the fuck were you doing, man? Like I was a fan of you. And like to find out that you're doing this bullshit is like
took method acting a little bit too seriously for his role in You.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just crazy.
It's
as
insane
soon
that it
as
was
I heard
basically-
about this, I was like, he played a pedophile in You,
And he played
he played
exactly.
He played it well.
Well, he wasn't acting.
Well, and then the
he
thing
played
too-
it exactly like what he did basically because
he was a comedian in that show too.
he was a
Like,
comedian. He
like
was a comedian who they were
It was
originally.
you.
It was him.
Yes, and they were originally like thinking that he was into underage girls. And then he always kind of played it off like for everyone around. And then it turns out, oh nope, it's
he's like,
there.
I guess I just have that look. I look like a creep.
Crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
But on the flip side though, Justin Bieber also got accused. The difference is he came out, and again, I don't think it's fully determined if this is accurate or not, but he came out with receipts. This girl,
he fought it off.
He fought it off, and I mean, it's good, I guess, if you're getting falsely accused that you have all this stuff. But I mean, he came out with just evidence, and I do think it kind of sucks, and I'd be curious to just hear a female's perspective on this of like when there's legit, well, just because when there's like legit like accusations going around, and then someone comes out and does something that seemingly goes against that, it seems to me like it just almost throws it away of like people can then just point to like, well, look at Bieber's was fake. How do you know that no one else's is? Like, does that at all like seem?
I don't know. Well, with the whole Bieber thing, if you're actually bringing up receipts, you're actually showing where you were, what you were doing at that time. I feel like it doesn't necessarily have to deal with, well, he provided this and they didn't, but it gives him that evidence to back it up. But if like the guy next to Bieber doesn't have any of that stuff, how do you know?
Oh, you don't. It's a
purely. But then you have the people, and I've always said this is like people come out of the woodworks to be like, well, I want my 15 seconds of fame, and it's like, do you believe it, or do you like? I don't know, because that's the thing. Do you falsely accuse someone and you give them their fame, or?
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's bad because when you see where it is the false accused, it's like, well, fuck, like now someone's trying to ruin that person's life. But then there's so many people who make the claim and they don't get listened to, and then it's like, well,
right. You can't discredit anybody who's making the claims.
Seriously,
you have to take them all seriously. But it does make you just wonder if once one person comes out, it seems like 15 more just come out.
It's a common thing where as soon as there's one person who does something bad,
maybe it gives them that like sense of confidence to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but like,
well, the thing
it is crazy.
You
it
say
happens
like
a
bunch more people come out, and like I'm sure that is like a lot of the case a lot of the time, but a lot of times these people are telling their story. They're close friends, their friend group, the people that they're 200 followers on Twitter. They know about it.
That's the thing. No, is like,
it's just not getting the attention from the
mass
media,
media.
the greater media.
Okay.
Well, and when you see it, lots of these things start with people who it's not like they don't have a following. So it's like you're more than likely not doing this for clout, because at the same time, it's like you're sending it out to kind of tell your story, and then it starts getting picked up, and then a lot of the time it is, I think mostly other true stories of people saying and they see one person do it and then now they feel comfortable and blah 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 and it
Understood,
goes
but
on.
if you only have like a couple hundred people that are following you, why don't you go to the mass media? If it's someone like Justin Bieber,
because
they're
but you
not.
gotta
It's so
think the
hard
mass
to get
media
them.
might not listen to them too because
So what's the one
Yeah.
story they listen to?
they'll listen. I think once you start getting more, because if it's one person who has, let's say they have limited evidence, right?
Right.
You go to the media and you're like, hey, this is what happened. They have to watch out because if they run a story without
That's false.
anything,
Yeah,
that's
right.
false.
Yeah.
They're gonna get sued.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have
you do it on
to-
social media.
They have to have enough backup.
exactly.
That's kind
That's
of what
the
it
thing.
is. You have
But
to
what
get
if
enough.
one of these people only did it to one person and that
That's
they
probably
just
get away
don't-
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's why you have to take every claim seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get off these harsh topics.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
So speaking of a different kind of cancellation, I had a crazy experience this past week, right? So I was
you got canceled?
I did not get canceled. This is a different kind of cancellation.
We are not
I already
canceled.
laid the scene on that one.
Hashtag cancel
had
pizza, Eric.
No, I had a different cancellation this week. So I was at home and I was thinking, you know what? Those gyms are opening back up.
Okay.
I want to cancel my membership.
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm good. Like it's nice weather outside. I've got some weights downstairs I can lift. I'm kind of more into like walking the dogs, riding my bike, and
You
doing
didn't
like
have to
more
pay
cardio.
during quarantine, right?
Did not have to pay
Okay.
during quarantine.
I was gonna say really bad time to choose to cancel if you did.
What
pay
gym
during-
are you
Yeah.
a part of?
Okay, so I'm going to shout them out here. Planet Fitness. That was my
Wait,
gym.
they didn't charge? I thought they did.
No, they like once their gyms shut down, they're like, yeah, so we can't charge you.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Yeah,
like
my
so
gym- my
everything
gym did
everything's
that.
frozen.
After I think they did 1 month. of
Yeah, I
it.
think they did like the like the last charge for like March or whatever,
Yeah.
and they were like, well, we couldn't stop that one.
Yeah.
But since then, like they haven't been charging anything, and I was like, dude, these gyms are gonna open back up, and honestly, I don't really want to be part of that first wave that's going back into the gym anyways. The weather's nice outside. I don't know how any of this is gonna look up. I can go back and sign up at any time. All good.
You have to pay any like start fee or anything,
No, I don't think so.
They have a yearly fee that
Yeah,
comes
it's a
out.
yearly fee.
but you have to pay that up front.
Once each.
I don't think so, and it's only like $40. It's
Okay.
not. It's not a big deal. And keep in mind, I was only paying like the $10 a month. Like I
Yeah.
was doing the bare
The
basic,
minimum one, yeah.
the bare basic plan. And so I sent them. So I went online because I was like, all right, can I do this online? Which
Nope.
you cannot.
You cannot.
Everyone
you never
knows.
can.
No, it's
They
so
really want
dumb.
to force like a breakup scenario. Like I
Yeah.
have to do this
Especially
in
in
person.
COVID, it's like give us an opportunity
True.
to do it online.
True.
Yeah. So I went online and I looked and I was like, oh, cancellation policy, and I clicked that link, and they were like, you have to come into the store, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But and part of doing that, I got the email for my local gym, like my specific Planet Fitness
The one that you're a member of.
that I'm a member of.
Yeah.
So I emailed them, and this is what the email said. I wrote it out, and it said hello, and you
Good
start
start.
you
Good
start all
start.
your emails with hello.
Always.
If you just get right into it, you suck.
Well, it depends. Well, okay.
Because I had this job like 2-3 years ago, and this guy training me, like I got to like the part of the job where he's like, all right, yeah, you gotta just send him an email and send the stuff to him. And I was like, okay, well, like what do I say? And he's like, say like, here's your document. And I was like, and he's like, well, say hello, introduce, make an
I'll
introduction.
say, but usually I'll say like hi, whoever.
And I was
said
like,
something.
dude, all right, you know what?
I also got
I
yelled at.
am always
As
saying hello. now.
per my last email,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
worst.
Oh,
being
that's
a
when
dick.
someone's trying to.
Basically a big fuck
Yeah,
you.
that's when
You
someone's like,
didn't
hey, you didn't
listen.
read for shit.
Yeah.
But I got yelled at. Just real quick side story. I got yelled at. So at my first like big boy job, I was talking to the people all the time. So like I would be kind of casual. I'd say hey,
Yeah.
like hey so and so blah blah. And then I got to like my second job and moved jobs, and I did that for a while. This one lady called me out. She's like, "Stop with the hays. You're driving me crazy." I'm like,
Really?
God, she got
Really?
so upset. Since then, I've only said hi or hello.
That's crazy.
Yes,
That's-
I was.
I would have never
getting a
thought
little-
saying hey.
Yes.
You might have just ran into like a person that
She
was,
probably was, but she changed it. I
was
like
just-
I no longer say
But
hey.
yeah, seriously, all my emails at work, if it's like a new conversation, I'm emailing someone out of the blue, hello.
But do you say their name or do you say hello? in
I just say
general?
hello.
Oh, I say hi.
I honestly
so-and-so.
just start every email with either good morning or good afternoon, and
Oh.
you're good.
I say hi, whoever I'm talking
Yeah.
to, and then if it's a group of people, I just say hello at that point. But
Yeah. If you're replying in like a chain,
Hey, y'all.
then,
well, if like one person
then you
says
can
something,
then you can go ahead and get right into it.
Yeah, sometimes it depends. You're right.
Anyways, so I
Go
email
on.
my gym, right? And I email them and I say,
Hello, Jim.
I say, hello. I would like to cancel my membership. And I was like, all right, I need to add a second sentence onto this. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should mention like COVID or whatever and be like, my concerns. And I was like, no. They don't need a reason. I want to cancel my membership. Second sentence. Please don't make this harder than it has to be.
Did you actually write that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then I wrote thank you and like signed in my name.
Pizza Eric.
Oh, you were legitimately breaking up with your gym.
Yeah, I was like, guys,
You can come and get your stuff. I'll
I was
drop
like,
it off
you know
at
what?
your door.
I don't need to be a gym goer anymore. Life's different now.
Quarantine
It's not
life has
you, it's
taught
me.
Quarantine's different. So I
I'm seeing
emailed
someone else.
Yeah.
Crunch.
them, right? But no. Planet Fitness, I'm coming back.
Oh, see,
I will.
Hey, Planet Fitness, you handled the breakup easily.
Yeah. So this
make it
this
harder.
episode sponsored by Planet Fitness because
Well, hold on.
if they want it,
No,
if
well,
they want
if
it,
they
it's a
pay
free
us money.
sponsorship.
If you want to.
But no, 'cause
No free ads.
All right. So anyways, let me finish the story. Right. So I send the email and I'm like,
Brought
all
to you
right.
by High Noon.
I'm like, nooners. I email them and I'm like, they're not gonna respond. Like they'll just see that email and
I disagree. I would have thought that's an instant
And the response was
no. So to my
Here's a year
surprise,
free.
they emailed me this morning, which is like a day or two later. They emailed me this morning and they wrote, canceled. You're free to go.
Oh, okay.
There was not a, why are you canceling?
Hey.
What's going on?
Eric,
it
if
was
you
a
love
clean
something, let it
Wow.
free. If it loves you, it'll come back.
Planet Fitness, I'm coming back.
See?
You made this
You
so
do love
easy.
Planet Fitness.
I challenge you to find someone that has had an
Wow.
easier time canceling their gym
I just like the
membership.
second sentence. Like, please don't make this harder than it has
No, that
to
is
be.
great. That is
Like,
great.
That's
I thought that was just
very
funny.
like direct, and if you fuck with me, like you're gonna get the wrath of Eric.
I am going to go on a Facebook rant.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's so funny. So guys, if you are trying to like get out of your gym membership, email them right now because I guarantee there's probably something that went out that was like, hey, coronavirus, anyone who wants to cancel their membership, just let it happen, no questions asked.
I would be
Like, we
curious if
understand.
people tried emailing like pre-COVID because like I've canceled Planet Fitness before, and I mean it wasn't that hard. Like it's just awkward going in and being like, yeah, I just want to cancel.
Yeah.
Bye.
So I used to go to a different
But it
gym
was
way
easy.
back in the day, and I had to cancel that membership, and I had to pay like more money because they were like, well, you were just billed like last month, and we need like 30 days notice, so you're gonna get billed again.
Oh, really? I
And
haven't
it was
had
like, are you
that.
kidding me? Like
I haven't had
just,
that.
I want to cancel now. I want to cancel now. Stop taking my money.
I've canceled 3 gyms.
Yeah. Have any of them been as easy as sending an email?
No, but I've never tried. I've gone in. I'm an in-person break-upper.
Yeah, I would be, but I have those concerns.
So I just went in. Well, yeah, this was pre-COVID. Just went in, and all of them, it was just like I don't think they maybe like one time they asked me a question, and I was like, I'm just trying something new.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can just lie to them. And
Sometimes
all that stuff,
when
but
it's
boy,
one-
do they try to keep you.
Sometimes I just know that like my credit card is changing numbers, and
Ooh,
like I
that's
paid
the
for it up front.
best.
Yes. Oh,
You don't have to do anything.
I love canceling that way. I've canceled so many
Yeah.
things where like my credit card just changes, and then I get all the emails like, "Hey, you got to update your credit card information." I'm like,
Nope.
no, I
Yeah.
don't, bitch. I'm gone.
Bye.
See, I wonder. See,
That's my favorite way to
but
cancel.
doing it that way, though, I'd be concerned that they would just
Something with
eventually
your credit?
They would send you like a bill that was like, "Hey, you're like
I'm
6
not-
months overdue. You owe us $80."
No, because it's not. But it's not a service that like you need a credit report. So all
Yeah.
it is that they bill your credit card. But if they don't have the credit card, so you wouldn't be able to go back to that gym.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
fine. I don't want to.
If you're
I mean,
canceling
you
anyway.
probably could because they were always like, "We would love to have your money."
Okay, I'm saying like you couldn't go back in without back paying, or whatever. Because like because if
Maybe.
you don't officially cancel, I'm sure they're gonna be like, well, wait, we know how to back pay. But if it's
They're on
something
you.
that if they like, I've done it to things where they send me stuff like a subscription box or something,
Yeah.
credit card change, and I just boop, don't
Sorry.
update it, and then they say, hey, please update this. I'm like, no.
That's funny that you're like, I break up in person, but I also sometimes just stop responding and change my credit card.
It's either
Also,
in,
I ghost
say,
people.
it's either in person or
Right.
ghost.
That's so
No in
awful.
between.
It's
No,
one
my
or the
gym,
other.
my gym the whole time I've stayed. So mine is a little bit more of a pricier gym. Shout out Burn Boot Camp.
Oh,
I have to shout them out. They're
Shout
so
'em out.
great.
Wow.
But
sponsored by Burn Boot
Tag
Camp.
'em.
see, oh my, I will. So anyway,
Hey,
my,
get a free month. Get a free
I'll
month.
clip,
out of it.
I'll clip this out.
you
and
want to give
can
me a free
post it.
membership for life?
Tell them, be like, hey, shout you guys out. Give me at least a free month. Get something on that.
You guys,
But
I talked
no.
about you on a podcast.
Yeah. towel?
Seriously, it's really famous. But no, Burn, they seriously have done so every single month I get charged. It's like around $100. So
Okay.
it's expensive, but they've been streaming their workouts every single day
I've seen
since
a couple
COVID
spots do
started.
that, yeah.
And it's something that actually kept me motivated throughout
Yeah.
the time where it's like, okay, please please, still continue to pay your membership because we want to be here when,
But
COVID
they give you
ends.
classes to do.
Every day they stream a couple times a day, or you can watch them like on Facebook Live later.
Yeah.
And
do
now
they do them without like equipment though? Like it's easier
I
to
have
do?
equipment at home, like some, but you can do everything's modified to
Yeah.
what you do. But at the same time, now we're allowed to be back at the gym, not in it, but everybody
coming
can
up.
have their
Outside?
own parking space, and you have to be one parking space
Yeah.
away
Okay,
from the other.
I've seen this.
I've
And
seen
only
people posting
20
it.
to
Yeah.
25 people can go per class, and it's been awesome. Just like, to get the girl, like it's a bunch of girls,
Yeah.
a couple guys, but you just have that camaraderie of
Yeah.
like being back together, and I love it, and I don't plan on canceling. But Planet Fitness, if I knew it was that easy, because I also have Planet Fitness, that show would have been gone a long time ago.
Well, hey, now you know. Just email them and say,
Just
don't
email
make this
them.
harder than it
Don't
has
make
to
this
be.
hard.
I thought that was like funny. I hope they didn't like
Cut off.
like
They got
read that
nervous.
as like threatening.
No, that was threatening. They read it like, this guy's about to sue.
I thought it was funny. I thought that was a funny way.
Yeah, no, because
Because I was I was expecting it to be hard. Like I was expecting to not get a response, and if I did get a response, for them to be like, "You have to come into the."
I would have expected
the
they wanted you
thing.
to at least call or
Yeah.
to send you a backup email and at least ask for a clarification.
Yeah,
For sure, I would have expected that.
I was not expecting to get like just like an email with an attachment that was
Done.
like, "Here's your cancellation form. Your account's been canceled."
And you didn't have to like sign anything either.
I
Like, it
didn't
was
have to
just
sign
done.
anything. It was done, and like I was waiting for something to be at least be like, hopefully you come back or anything like that. No, but no, it was just
No,
like,
don't worry. You'll get emails in like a while
It was
being
like,
like,
hey.
"Hey, we want you back. Here's
Right.
$10 off."
I'm
or
literally
something.
going to do that tomorrow
There you go.
because I think my $40 comes out
Yeah.
like this month or next month.
Oh,
and I
gotta
don't-
get it now.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
to be screwed over. Like I don't go anyway.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness is
Yeah.
one of those gyms where it's like, if I can't push myself, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Like where I go, I have the trainer like in my face, like, okay, you're
There's
going to do this.
There's always
the
a little
thing,
bit more
yeah.
accountability to that because
When
it's
it's an
like, well,
actual
there's
class.
someone there. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
mom's the complete opposite. She can throw on a pair of headphones and like push herself. Me, I've always been the person like, you need to be screaming in my face,
yeah.
I'm in between.
6 feet away, preferably.
When I'm there, I like having a person like lead it. That's easier.
Yeah.
But like, there's a certain extent like where if it's like the class is at 5, if I'm like running just a tad late and it's like, well, this is really just going to be a hassle for me to get there in time. I'm like,
Yeah.
I might as well not go today.
Forget about it.
But
Yeah.
if it's like a gym kind of thing, it's like, all right, well, I can just
You
still
can
go.
go
I don't have to,
whenever.
exactly, I don't have to worry about
That's
that.
the thing.
Yeah.
When you can go whenever, it's just like, oh, I'll go in a couple hours, and then you
It
get
goes
tired.
back. It goes back and forth.
For me, like
Yep.
I've been starting to go to 6 a.m. classes, no idea how, and I like will
During
wake,
quarantine.
like this past couple weeks.
That's
like
insane.
I'm working from home until at least
Crazy.
September, and I'm like waking up at 5, and I'm like, I'm ready to go.
You
And
know
this
that,
has
like,
never been
You're
me.
in quarantine. You can sleep.
I know. I can't
insane.
though. Every morning I'm like up by 7:15, 7:30.
Okay.
But then like days where I'm like, oh, I have an early meeting. I'm like, ooh, I could really sleep till 10.
Oh no,
Like,
so
it's weird.
I have that.
Yeah.
I have that. Like where on the weekend now I can't like sleep past like 7,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because of that. But at the same time, like I'm not waking up at 5 to go to a class.
No, that I do
I
have
could
to
never
set
do
my
it.
alarm, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
my body wakes up usually between 7 and 8.
It kind of
But,
is a
like,
pain in the ass.
If
Oh,
I have
yeah.
something like I have to do at 8 a.m., like say for work,
Yeah.
then I'm like, I could sleep for another 2 hours.
Oh,
it's
really?
like something that, I mean, if it's something I want to do, work out, I like working out. I enjoy going. My job, I hope nobody knows about this podcast, but I don't like my job.
And I'm with you, but I'm almost the opposite. Where it's like if
We're
I have
not
like
getting-
an 7 a.m. meeting,
Yeah.
I get so nervous. Like, oh, am I gonna like miss my alarm? I think I've missed my alarm once my whole life.
Yeah.
Like where
Really?
where either
I never
well,
snooze.
it's usually I never snooze. Snoozing is the way to set yourself up where
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna forget it. But
Yep.
it's
Absolutely.
either I only miss my alarm where I set it and it's like one of those what I already had it like planned where it said like only on the weekdays or something, and
Yeah.
then like it's like, well, shit, it's the weekend, it's not set.
Yeah.
Or I forgot to set it.
I've
Only
missed-
time I've
I've
ever
missed
missed
some
my
alarms.
alarms. Only
missed some
time I've ever
alarms.
missed my alarms. But every time I have a 7 a.m., especially if it's one that I'm actually leading, I sit there and I probably wake up at like 6, check my phone, I'm like, put it back down, 6:20,
Yeah.
and I just do it until I'm just
How-
the worst feeling.
How risky
I
is
hate
this
it.
game I play? My alarm can
Very.
be turned off by voice.
No.
well,
Actually,
what kind of
I-
voice? It wouldn't matter.
All
to
I
me.
have to do is say the word stop.
It wouldn't
Oh,
matter.
that's
to me.
too easy.
No,
No.
I
I
still
don't
wouldn't
have to
ma- I-
move at all.
But I'm
See,
already
but
up at
for
that
me,
point.
if I have to say stop, then I instantly have anxiety.
Yep.
I'm playing
What
a
am I
risky
doing?
game.
Why am I
Exactly. Yeah, you're
missing
worried
what
about
I'm-
like what am I gonna do?
Yeah, and then I'm checking my phone every 5 minutes, and finally I'm
about it that 15 minutes is the longest thing. Like I'll look at my phone and I'm like, I have to wake up in 15 minutes. Put it back down. I'm like, all right, I feel like I slept a solid 10 minutes. I look at it 3 minutes later. I'm like, fuck. Put it back down. I'm like, and then I just keep worrying. Like, am I gonna miss it? Am I actually gonna like fall asleep? It's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Also, gyms. My gym just opened up. They're opening up tomorrow, but you have to like reserve time. It says
Yeah.
So, but it says that you like the reservation started today. They're booked. I can't reserve any time.
It's not
Really?
a class. It's like
No, it's just time at the
open
gym. Yeah. And they're booked for. It says you can do it 3 days in advance. It says 0 slots available.
Oh,
and it's a 24-hour gym.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I wonder if you went on tonight exactly at midnight.
Maybe it
and
would
filled
open
a
back
slot
up
for 3 days from now.
Yeah. I'm curious if it's just like, because I don't think they had this service before, so maybe it's just like a weird
Yeah.
thing.
That's bizarre. And people, that's the thing is like if we sign up, it's like 20 or 25 people. But if I know I'm not going to make it in, I like cancel it right away.
Yeah.
So it gives other people a slot to
I'm going to keep checking. I'm just
yeah.
like,
But
I
there's,
thought
like,
I
a
was going to get
wait
back into
list.
the gym
Yeah.
and it was not. Oh, they don't do wait lists.
That's the thing is like if I cancel and I'm the 20th person
Yeah.
and then I think it just automatically fills in that first person on the wait list. So it's like I don't want to screw anybody's chances of like wanting to
absolutely.
work out.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm like drinking heavy on Friday. I'm like,
there you
there's no way I'm making
gonna
it
go in,
Saturday
yeah.
morning.
I just got to keep checking.
All right, well, let's jump in. I wish we had a sound effect like some like a blaze. Or
You can
something.
add it in.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
Anyways, hot toppings?
just add in the Little Caesars pizza.
Fire sound. I don't know.
Oh, okay, I like the pizza more.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't like being
Can you steal
reminded
that?
of Little Caesars right now.
Oh, true.
It's too fresh.
True.
Right.
We do just like, it's a me, Mario.
No, I don't think we have the rights to that.
Well, yeah, but you just
Nintendo.
say it's a parody.
You could just do Nelly. It's getting hot in here, and then
Yeah.
go into hot
Yes.
toppings.
All of them, you can let's just call it a parody, and then everything's allowed under parody law.
Yeah, it's too much work. It's too much.
We're doing
work.
a parody of it.
Yeah.
Hot topping.
The hot topping. The first one we have. Sean, do you have it queued up?
Yeah, don't worry, because I know I got to do the reading here.
Yeah.
All right, so there was a sex mad tortoise who is getting credit for saving his species from extinction, and he just recently was retired by, I think it was like a sanctuary. So this sex trade tortoise, guess what his name was?
Bill.
No, he's had a much sexier name than that. Diego.
Diego.
Yeah, he was Ecuadorian. Diego. So Diego, after fathering hundreds and being praised for saving its species from extinction, has now retired. And my initial thought on this is there's always, at least, I don't know if it happens to girls as much, but at least for guys, there's always the question of like, all right, world ended. Like, you got to repopulate. How long is it going to take or something like that?
Yeah, who do you want to start with?
Exactly, who do you want to start with?
Who's your pick?
Okay, first of all, it's going to take at least 9 months, 10 months for one kid.
I don't
So
know
if you're
do tortoises
repopulating,
go that slow?
I have no. Do you think I know a tortoise's?
I thought you said you did your research. I thought you.
No, you wouldn't give me this story, so I was kind of brand new to it. But I mean, to repopulate the Earth, you'd need more than just 2 people, or else it's gonna be.
100%. Also, that's on that same note. If this species was almost extinct, they had to be low on females. So there's some incest going on in this tortoise family.
I mean, I think that's pretty common across animals.
But that's
I do. I don't know. I mean, it's not like, don't quote me, but I know not against like humans.
We got some incestual animals going out there.
I think there
you
are.
definitely
I
do.
do.
No, there are.
You
I think it's
definitely do.
more
When
common.
they say like you fuck like rabbits, I'm pretty sure like half of them are related.
yeah.
I mean,
Like,
is this like everyone's
come
related to
on.
They
Genghis Khan?
intermingle. They intermingle.
It's like everyone's a descendant of Genghis Khan at some point.
Yeah, I think that's
I
something like
don't
that.
know.
But that's funny. Like, I mean, this tortoise. I mean, they picked him because he had like a high sex drive.
But
and,
okay, also
like,
you
way
retired
to
this
go,
guy,
buddy.
So you retired this guy. You don't think he's still fucking? You don't think Diego's out on that island,
don't think
on
he's still
Fire
getting it?
Island, just fucking?
But can tortoises have more than one egg at a time?
think so.
I think so. Yeah, because there's always the videos of like the
like
those
a
are
male.
sea turtles. Yeah.
Yeah, but can they be that far apart?
I don't know. Also, like tortoises live super old, so this dude is like in the nursing home, basically just fucking away.
Yeah.
Which I heard actually
Happens
nursing
a lot.
homes.
Yeah, that's why
are
there's
like
That's like-
so
STD
many STDs in
Bill.
older people.
Yeah,
Also, though, if you're gonna get an STD, you might as well do it when you're 80.
might as well.
Yeah.
But
that's your
That's
your
so
time to
bad.
fuck around.
might as well. I'm just saying, if you're gonna get an STD, Like you're 80, and if like almost everyone in your nursing home has it, it's like, all right,
That's
well,
kind of gross.
it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Would you rather get an STD when you're 20 or when you're 80?
80.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's their logic too.
Well, this tortoise has lived a good life.
Dude, I'm just saying. I don't think you're gonna stop. You retired this tortoise. He's
Yeah.
still fucking.
Or is he tired of it?
Diego. You think
know?
Diego's not gonna fuck?
Diego.
Go, Diego, go.
Diego, he fucks.
Do you think they played that like that was like his soundtrack when he started like when they tried to make him mate with
Go,
other,
Diego, go.
Go Diego go. They played that show.
Never heard that. Oh, you actually know
Is
the
that how it
soundtrack.
goes?
Sounds like bounce chicka wow, right?
No, go.
No.
Like, I'm talking about like the.
Oh, the
Dora-
actual
Nickelodeon
the
show.
cartoon.
The
Oh, I
Explorer
thought you were just
spin-off.
talking. Oh, all right, my bad.
Wait, you thought
No.
Go Diego Go was like the
No.
classic porn music?
No, in my head was just the porn music, not the.
What if they integrated that into the Go Diego Go?
Oh
Like,
my
bow,
gosh.
chicka, wow, wow.
Diego.
And he pulled out a map.
Map.
Yeah.
Oh
Do
my-
you see the tower? Bow, 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 bow.
I actually
What a
saw
different
this video
cartoon.
on Instagram today. It was Barstool Sports. I'm sure you guys like
Yep.
follow somewhat. And it was
Just a little bit.
just
Juniors.
like, I don't know, like mid-20 guys or something like that. They're on their phone. They found porn and then they Bluetooth connected
Yes,
to
I
the
did
bar.
see that. I did see that.
That was like right in front of them, and it just started playing like sex noises, and it made me laugh so hard because it's like, oh my god, I know people that would do that, like just for fun. I mean,
who
I
wouldn't
would do that
Honestly,
for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
If you found that you could randomly, we've done a couple times just out at a bar, and you just start airdropping just random pictures
Yes,
of people.
I've had that happen to me actually with Anna. We were at like a play, like we
Oh,
went to a musical.
That's a bold spot to start.
It was
dropping
weird, yeah. And all of a sudden, I think we both
At a
looked at our phones and
play.
we had this like an airdrop photo, and then I think we tried airdropping them back like selfies or something.
Yeah.
Anna
Ooh,
would
you're
have to
trying
correct me.
Trying to flirt.
No, it was literally just like we went to this we went to Fan of the Opera and we're like, what the heck? Like you're
Yeah.
all connected to the Wi-Fi anyway, and we
That's
just
a weird
start
time to do
receiving
it, though. Yeah.
photos.
That's funny.
It was so weird.
We went out for
That's
my.
like why I want an iPhone is because I was like, I'm missing out
Airdrop?
on these airdrops.
Oh, they
it
don't
doesn't
have that
happen
on the
as-
Droid?
It also doesn't happen like at least to me that
Yeah.
often.
See that I feel like the same thing would be for
But
me.
it is funny because you're
Oh, it's
just like,
hilarious.
and then it automatically goes into your
If you accept it,
Oh, right. Okay.
because you
so-
can
Yeah.
ignore it.
Okay.
And you can also set up your settings where only your friends can airdrop you. So that's only people who
Oh,
have
okay.
like open
Okay.
airdrops.
Oh, I'd be so open.
Oh, yeah.
Airdrop me anything.
Oh yeah. We
I
were
want those stories.
we were out for my older brother's like 30th, and we were downtown Detroit. We were at Brakeman, and we were at Texas Day Brazil beforehand. My younger brother decided to take like a sausage link for whatever reason, and he just kept it in his pocket. No idea why. So we were out at
Your
we were-
brother did
No
this?
idea.
Yeah, Seth did. So we were out at
Sausage
Sausage Seth. That's why. There you go. So we were out at Brakeman, and we just like I can't remember who started it, but we started just airdropping pictures.
Yeah.
And Seth airdrops a picture of him with his face with like his like a sausage coming out of his pocket,
Oh my god.
and it was like to the table of girls. We could tell it was the table of girls like right next to us. Airdropped it to them, and then he goes, "Oh fuck, my face is in that." So he walks up and leaves, and he ends up just walking out and taking the sausage out of his pocket and just like handing it to someone. And he
Oh
had
my
a greasy
To a
pocket
girl?
I think so.
Yeah,
And he had a
greasy
greasy
pocket?
pocket the rest of the night.
Well,
It
that's
was-
one way to pick someone up. Just be like,
Greasy
here's my
pocket.
sausage.
Yes,
my
he
sausage.
didn't say anything. He just it was a
Writes his
handoff.
phone number
Yeah, I
in.
guess that's he engraves it
Yeah.
in the
Hey.
sausage.
It's like a
You're like,
business
I can't
card?
tell what that
With a
number is.
toothpick or
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
something.
god.
Yeah, it was odd.
Oh.
Sausage Seth might be the next guest, so we can get the full story on the
Hey,
sausages
we can get
he's
Sausage
handing
Seth
out.
and I don't know what Steven's name is. We can get both of them next episode.
The sauce trio.
Sardine.
Oh my
Sardine
God.
Steven.
Sardine.
Sardine
I'm just
I don't
thinking of
think that's
pizza
the
topic.
I like this now. Sardine Steven.
Oh my god. But like, so speaking of like being in like bars and like restaurants, like we're kind of in like a different world now of
Yeah.
like in this like weird post quarantine, like it's kind of allowed to be out there. It's kind of allowed to be in the restaurants somewhere where like
I
you
say
have to
kind
wear a
of.
mask.
It is allowed.
It is allowed, but you're like a limited capacity
Yeah.
and
You have to wear a mask to
Have
the
to wear
table.
a mask to the table to
Yeah.
get up to the bathroom.
And the people who are serving you are never taking their mask off. So props to all you people who are working in the restaurant industry because I could not
I love
stand that.
Seeing
Yeah.
them though when they have it like it's just covering their mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like
My
Mom,
mom has
Or
done
they
that
just, like,
before. I'm
pull it
like,
down.
Mom, that doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Your nose
Yeah,
is a
like,
pretty
that's not-
key spot of this whole thing.
Right.
yeah, and the mask is just covering
Yeah.
the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It
work.
seems like it's an older like crowd thing where they're like, all right, I'll wear a mask, but it's gonna be at my chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I actually posted a picture of my mom and I. We were at one of the places you get all the flowers blocks or something.
Yeah.
And I had my mask on. I was like, let's take a selfie in our masks, like whatever. And hers was down to here.
Yeah.
And then my stepdad immediately commented like, I don't think that's like how you're supposed to wear
That's
that.
not
think
working.
that's right.
And she's like, shut up.
Hey.
Sorry.
But yeah, restaurants.
I told my mom I'd shout her out. There's your shout
There you go.
out.
There's a shout out.
There's your shout out, Mom.
Yeah,
But
Mom.
Lift that mask up.
I do feel like the restaurants though. So like for one, if you're any person who's complaining about anything at the restaurant right now, fuck off.
Yeah, no complaints allowed.
Like you shouldn't be, because you were bitching just like a month ago about not being able to go to the restaurant. So don't complain right now. But
Yeah.
I will say it does seem, and I think it's because people are making more money in unemployment.
yeah.
Everyone seems overwhelmed. Everyone seems like not to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You should always expect just a longer like time.
Well, they almost like they don't know. Like the restaurants, like
Yeah.
there's like a whole new world.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
They don't
They
know how
have to
much
change
staff
everything.
they need. They don't know what they're.
Well, and you have
they
people
don't
who
know how
didn't
much
want to come back.
food to order and how
Oh, yeah.
much beverages. Like you're seeing like a constantly of like restaurants being like, hey, this is out. This is.
Well, they probably have new people though
This is
too, because
out.
you had probably so many people who just are like,
Yeah.
I'm making
I'm
so much
gonna
more
agree
money.
with that. I actually have a friend of mine who ordered like DoorDash or
Yeah.
something the other day, and it was like, I think it was her husband and her's anniversary, and she Instagrammed this, and it was like, where was it? Oh, it was Outback. And
the steakhouse.
yeah, so they ordered steak,
Mhm.
and she Instagrammed this picture of the steak completely black as your table right here, and the inside was like basically raw.
Oh.
So it's like,
Wait.
how hot was your grill to
Yeah.
sear the steak, but you
Oh.
didn't get the middle cooked at all? And I was like, this must be a new cook, like coming straight
I was
out
gonna say
of
they had to have
quarantine.
that thing like so high.
It was so gross looking, and I felt so bad, but
It does
they
suck.
just laughed about it. And it's like,
Well,
whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like it's one thing to get it, delivered or something, because like they've had people who have stayed on. Most of these places have had people who stayed on. But if you're
Yeah.
there and you're bitching about like it's slow, the person like has messed up my order. I mean, if the person at least is like, hey, like they apologize or whatever, it's like, yeah, they're probably new. They're, from my understanding, most of these places are understaffed. Like, chill out.
Yeah.
Right.
Like relax.
Everyone has to get back to like what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah.
My tipping has definitely gone up.
Oh, yeah.
since
That's as it
quarantine
should. As it
because-
should.
Because I feel like, I mean, my job has not gone away this entire time.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like
you-
one of the
lucky, yeah,
lucky
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Man, but all these people getting unemployment that are like, oh my God, they're getting it made right now.
Oh yeah.
But like, I
Yeah.
still, the people in the restaurant business, they're not working. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to tip you for takeout, like
Oh,
at
absolutely.
least 25%.
Absolutely.
I do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I feel like
No,
it's standard.
I had a buddy the first day that they were bars were open in Michigan. He was out on the patio, and he said that again, first day it was actually at Black Label. Where
Really?
we just were, yeah. And he said there was a lady behind him just bitching about her drinks, about how slow it was, all this stuff. It's like first day back, relax.
Yeah.
That's probably a brand new person, probably a bartender who hasn't been making like
Yeah.
actual drinks for a while.
They haven't even been trained
probably
on
not.
like how to do this.
The
yeah.
solution is make your own damn food if you're going to complain.
Exactly.
My
exactly.
I think there was a bar that had something like, don't complain about the drinks. I don't make them as strong as you do at home.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's hilarious. And I've actually texted a few friends about this. I'm like, how are we supposed to go back to the bar when I've been like pouring my shots, like,
I'm half
or
and
my
half right
drinks are like half full,
Yeah.
and they're like charging me $9 for like a
Yeah.
half a shot, and it's like, oh,
Prices have definitely gone up. I noticed like the grocery store, what usually would be like $100 like trip is
Uh-huh.
like $140, $150.
You
now.
think so?
Oh,
Well, I think probably
they don't
stuff,
offer a lot of coupons now.
stuff is probably not as
Yeah.
on sale.
it
They
could
probably
be that.
canceled
Yeah,
some sales.
I guess,
Dude,
yeah, I don't know.
I got to talk to grocery
Okay.
stores.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Go off.
All right, bro.
Go
Grabs
off, King.
the mic with
Bro,
force.
hold on.
Ooh,
hold on.
ooh.
So I go to the grocery shopping like last week, right? You can tell my fridge has gone from empty to stocked up.
Coke,
Yeah.
frozen pizza.
Dude, I'm pissed. I'm in the pop aisle. All of a sudden, I'm looking at the Coke products. All they have is Coke and Diet Coke. There's no Sprite. There's no Cherry Coke. There's nothing. All they have is Coke, Diet Coke. I look at the Pepsi aisle. It's the same thing. Pepsi, Diet
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Pepsi,
about to tell me.
and Mountain Dew. Guys, I understand we lose, maybe cherry Sprite or, you know,
Cherry Sprite.
cherry vanilla
That's the one that you
Coke.
expect to lose?
You know, I understand losing the small stuff. Oh, hey, I can't get my Fresca. That's okay.
This is coming also
What
from
do you
you
mean?
as
I can't get cherry Coke.
this is coming from Eric, the
You've had
former
to-
the former Coke
Distributor.
Yeah,
Right.
he's like, I never would have let this happen.
Dude,
in my
I'd be
place.
pissed. I'd be.
I have been noticing a
be
lot of
so
things
mad.
are like
Oh,
not
for sure.
in stock
See,
anymore.
here's the thing,
Sure.
like, and I understand. You cut down the product line. I understand. You got to crank up your production on this because it's selling like hotcakes at the store. But I need my cherry fucking.
But don't you
Coke.
think? Don't you think in that same sense, crank up on the ones that probably sell the most, which is classic and diet.
Yeah, but
True.
you would think it wouldn't go that low.
Well, so I mean, they ordered wrong.
Like of the
for
product
sure.
line. I don't think it was ordered wrong.
You think it was? You know what I've randomly
I think
noticed?
it was productions has shut
Oh,
down
could
on
be.
these lines. I need cherry Coke back. Coca-Cola. Cherry Coke back. Thank you.
You know what I've also noticed?
Thank
I
you.
don't know if you guys have seen this because I want this for like making margaritas.
Salt?
Lime juice. No, there's like no lime juice ever.
I have some.
Really?
I can get like little bottles. I can go to like Bush's and get like a little bottle, but like Kroger,
Really?
no lime juice.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
what the
remember
fuck?
when like the quarantine started, I stocked up on. I spent $500-$600 on food that I didn't need
Really?
Oh yeah.
at
Yeah.
first,
That's
just
so
because
much.
I got nervous.
Because everyone freaked out.
I
You know, and I had people
I
like my
maxed out
dad.
at
Like
175.
my dad gets a little paranoid, and he was like, you know, you really should stock up
Doomsday
more.
prepping.
I mean,
Yeah.
my fridge was stocked, or my freezer was stocked. Now my freezer's finally.
To
It's
a
been what
normal
3-4
level.
months.
Yeah.
It's finally coming like to a clean. But I ended up buying random like pop that I never drink.
Stuff
I
that
bought.
you don't want. You're
I
just like,
bought ginger Sprite, which I was like, ooh, I like Moscow mules.
How
like
was it?
maybe it's good, but I still have 10 of them.
okay.
So it's like I had it as like maybe one Moscow mule or like a chaser for like
Does it
one
taste
night.
good with like a?
Honestly, it's just like Sprite with like a hint
Okay,
of
so not enough
but like
ginger to
I
be-
really like Sprite like on its
Yeah.
own. So there must be a little bit of a difference because I'm not drinking it
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
But it's like I was like, I'm gonna stock up on really crazy products. I bought corn dogs. I never buy corn dogs, but I'm like, it's quarantine and I might never have one again. Like I'm gonna.
What
get
if I
frozen
never
corn
have
dogs.
a corn dog again?
Oh,
I
what
need
if-
this.
No,
What
but
if
I
they're
did. I
gone?
bought the most random shit ever, and now I'm like going through my freezer. I'm like, what did I buy? Like,
Why did I buy frozen muffins? It's that damn video.
it's just
Yeah.
so strange.
You
Yeah.
see stuff in the store and you're like, I could eat this. Yeah, maybe I want this.
Yeah, you see stuff and you're like, well, it might be the last
Like,
time
wow.
I come to the grocery store, so
Yeah.
might as well try it now.
Yeah, like I'll try this. Sure, I'll have it.
It's so weird.
Did you try any? Like, have you been buying like these like new seltzers? It seems like every company has like a new seltzer. Like that is like the thing. Like White Claws blew
Yo.
up, and
White Claws are now like I don't want to say bottom of the food chain because they're still great. They're
Bullshit.
no.
They're like the
they're the
standard
original,
now.
right? They're the original. They're always going to be, no offense, better than Truly's. For all you Truly people out there, ew.
Fuck off, Truly
Truly's
people.
legitimately make me sick. Like
Really?
I have.
There's
I
one
have
flavor I
thrown
like,
up-
and it's passion fruit. And then like the lemonades, you can have like one in a blue moon,
Oh,
but like they're too
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Truly's in general, like they taste fine. I have 2 of them and like I puke. It just makes me sick.
Yeah, they're not.
White Claws, delicious.
White Claws have
White
that
Claws are
like
solid. Those are the
perfect like
classic.
carbonation
Yes.
and a little bit of flavor.
Yeah,
Where I'm drinking the High Noons right now.
Also great.
yeah. We're all drinking seltzers right
So
now.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, the High Noons, and then just recently I picked up 2 Chicks. Now it comes like
Never heard of that.
how like High Noon comes 4 in a pack.
Yeah.
Comes 4 in a pack. They're a little fancier, so it's $15 for 4. But the packaging is
Pricey.
fancy.
So
it's
is
like
it like
elderflower and pear.
Oh, see,
and it's like very
Wait.
very hipstery.
So have you had Bon and Viv?
I've heard of it. No.
Okay, so they have like the
That's
same
another
yeah,
flavors.
you know what? I have had
They're
something.
they're surprisingly
Everyone
the
has
number.
the same flavors.
There's a
basically.
yes-ish.
Like,
but this one
there's
was
all-
like elderflower, pear, and vodka. There's like whiskey,
Oh, okay, so it's the
da, da,
vodka.
da,
Oh,
da,
okay.
and then there's gin, da 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 da, whatever
Okay.
it is. And then the other one that I wanted to mention because it's like what is so you think PBR?
Yeah.
Ugh, that is like to
Yeah.
me bottom of the food
You tell
chain.
me you had their
Beer.
seltzer?
No, it's a PBR hard coffee, and it's like
Oh,
iced
no.
coffee. Oh my!
It's good?
You would not think it's good. I had it on the boat last week with one of my best friends, and it is like the best thing I've
How
ever
coffee
had.
flavored is it?
Very.
Okay,
like,
so it's super coffee.
Like it's very like an iced coffee like you'd get from
Like with cream though? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not just like straight up like a cold brew.
So it's like a morning drink kind of though.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was perfect. I was like, I could drink this for breakfast.
Yeah. Okay.
I shouldn't, but I would.
Ooh.
Okay, so since we're on the seltzer game, I've been trying every seltzer that comes out. White Claws are always gonna be number one. They had that second
to
pack
be.
that came out, and
Yeah.
you just added more flavors. Delicious.
Yeah, they're killing.
Oh, tangerine.
Tangerine. I know. We were gonna talk about this. Fucking watermelon is amazing.
No.
I'd get out of here with your nonsense.
No.
Watermelon
It's
is the
grossest
best.
thing on
No,
Get
what?
outta here.
Watermelon is the best flavor.
Watermelon sucks because
Yeah.
I hate Johnny Vegas's and it's probably because I had too many
Well,
in
that's
my
watermelon
early
pucker.
20s.
That totally tastes different.
Not at all.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
my god.
but
these
that's the
watermelons
thing. I
taste
don't like
so
watermelon flavored Jolly Ranchers.
Oh
and
my
I think it's
god.
because of Johnny Vegas's. They threw me off when I
Yeah.
was like 22 years old. I had too many of them at bumpers. Like, that's what I think happened.
Watermelon's so
My
good.
favorite is grapefruit, and people think I'm crazy. It's like their least favorite, and I love it.
So grapefruit. Another seltzer that just came out recently. Blue Light. Hold on. No. Don't put that face back.
Blue Light or Bud Light?
Blue Light. Well,
Okay.
Bud Light also came out recently. So
yeah, everyone's got one.
Yeah. So yeah. No. I have so many takes on seltzers right now. Blue Light has their grapefruit is the best grapefruit I've had. It is
Really?
yes, it is so good. They also have a blood orange blackberry, solid. Yes. Oh, you're intrigued now.
I am intrigued.
You're intrigued
this is
now.
Blue Light.
Blue Light, Labatt Blue Light, seltzers, great. Corona, very solid. I think they had the best lime, if I remember.
Yeah, I'm liking these Corona.
Why are you
Yeah.
sitting
Corona
back
seltzers.
and just
Yeah, because
relaxing right
it's
now?
seltzers and it just
Because you
brings
guys
it
are
back
just
to
getting
puking.
really into these seltzers.
Well,
I
that's
fucking
all I
love
drink
seltzers.
nowadays.
Yeah.
I
I love them
besides,
too.
Besides
like
a random
finally-
blue moon.
Finally, guys have an option other than beer. that
You
they
always had
can-
an option. You
I
just
think
had to-
guys at first were intimidated to be like, I don't want a girly drink, but it's
Yeah.
like they're
Seltzers-
not.
But
They're-
seltzers are
they're
for
the
everybody.
same percentage, if not higher,
Yeah.
and they taste delicious,
Yeah.
and you don't feel bloated after.
Can you get a keg
Exactly.
of them?
No, unfortunately.
No, not yet.
So,
But you are seeing. I was in a brewery this past weekend, and they had a home
Nope.
custom
nope.
seltzer
So
on
this,
tap,
This was my
and
next
it
thing.
was good.
What? Who was it?
It was Farmington Brewing.
Okay, maybe.
Ooh, I love Farmington Brewing.
So the one thing I'll say,
That's where I was.
the one thing I'll
Catch
say
me there.
is majority of the time, the craft breweries who make the seltzers, they all have some distinct flavor to them.
Yeah.
They taste like shit.
Understandable.
I've had so many of
They
the.
gotta figure it
every
out.
time I see a new seltzer, I'm like, yes, let me try it, and it has been every time they have the same distinct taste. Tastes like shit. Every one of like the normal like big breweries, like Bud Light, Corona, Blue Light,
Yeah.
fucking Coors,
yeah.
Miller?
Keep naming them.
no, I don't think they did.
No, they
no,
don't
I don't
have
think
one.
they have one.
I don't
They
know.
don't
I was just
have
naming
one.
a big beer
Yeah.
company.
So, but all of those
But you
seltzers
gotta-
have been so much better. The ones that are made by the craft breweries have something in them. And they just taste like shit. Like Atwater, so excited for. Suck.
Yeah.
Pernin. Oh, I fucking hated it.
The hot takes on these seltzers.
Hated it.
These seltzies.
Also had this one similar to like what you were saying, the elderflower stuff. It was called Social Club. They were cocktail flavored ones.
Okay.
So they had an old fashioned, a gimlet, and a
Oh,
sidecar.
cool. That's cool. So that's similar
Those
to
were
like the
good.
high noons
Yes.
types with like vodka, gin,
Yeah.
da-da-da.
Yeah, they were.
Or Monaco's. Have you heard of Monaco's before?
No.
So Monaco's.
I'm always down for new seltzers.
Monaco. This could go on. This is
Seriously, we can have a whole podcast about
this is a
seltzers.
3-hour podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Stay tuned for episode 2.
No,
Part
but
2, we're doing
Monaco's
seltzer
also
talk.
have like vodka, gin, tequila,
Okay, they do actual vodka
flavored
or actual liquor
mixed
in
drinks.
them.
So they're not
Yeah.
like the White Claws are where you get your carbonation. These
Yeah.
ones I don't think are as carbonated, but they're
Ooh,
still.
I feel like if they don't have carbonation though, I feel like I'm gonna.
Not like
I'm gonna feel like I'm tasting
flat.
flat. Okay, it's
Not
a little bit of
flat.
carbonation.
Yeah, but like for me, like I'm not a big like tequila fan.
Yeah.
I'm not. Whiskey's okay. More of the vodka. Like
Gotcha.
anything with vodka is okay.
Yeah.
anything.
put
Anything with
vodka
vodka
in
If
anything,
it's
I'm
got
in.
vodka, then
Fine.
I'm in.
Yeah, but again, White Claws, number one. I think you gotta try some Blue Lights. I think Blue Lights
Yeah.
might be 2. Bud Lights are solid. I hate Bud Light
I have
beer.
not had the Bud Light seltzers
Oh,
yet.
I hate Bud Light. Strawberry, amazing. I think they have the best mango. And then I think they have a lime and grapefruit too, or they have a black cherry and lime.
Yeah.
Those are kind of eh.
The like standard flavors are black cherry, lime,
Black cherry, lime, grapefruit are pretty.
Orange.
Mango are pretty much
mango.
right there.
Yeah. Pineapple is another one.
I've only seen.
Oh, did you
pineapple
see
and
the new
pineapple.
White Claws
okay.
that are 70 calories too?
Yeah, are those
They have-
good?
White Claw Lights.
They're not as pungent with the flavor,
okay,
which I like the flavor.
Because
So
they had
it's like that's the
peach
point.
and pineapple.
No,
I think.
it's not. Okay, so there's tangerine. It's another
Is
type
there
of
tangerine?
orange.
Okay.
Is it clementine?
Oh,
or
maybe because they already had the tangerine in the
pineapple.
next pack.
Tangerine's so good.
Tangerine in the second pack is
It's
solid.
so good.
I still.
If I could
watermelon's
make
still
my own
supreme.
4-pack, it would easily be black cherry,
Ooh, hold
tangerine,
on.
lemon,
Same?
and grapefruit.
Can we do same game, but it can be any seltzer, any flavor?
Well, I don't know them all.
What? How many have you had?
Sean, you're
Not
so into
many.
this.
Dude, I love seltzers.
I like seltzers too, but if you had to pick out of the 8 flavors of White Claw, easily, so it would be top dog is grapefruit, tangerine, lemon, black cherry, something like that.
Watermelon,
Nope.
tangerine,
Okay.
raspberry.
Ew.
Get the fuck out of here.
I do like those raspberry White
Ew.
Claws.
I'd probably go. Probably go black cherry at the end.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna say if you say like
That's
It
the
might have been
classic.
mango,
Lime.
but no, it wouldn't have been lime. I'm telling you though, the lime Corona is delicious.
I've liked all the Corona seltzers I've had.
What's the blue one? Like the black, it's blackberry. I think it's blackberry lime.
I don't think it's
Or
lime. I think
blueberry
it's
lime.
blueberry. I think it's just blueberry. I don't think there's
No,
lime.
it had a second
because
flavor.
this is tropical lime, so they wouldn't have two limes in their
tropical
4-pack.
lime.
Yeah, they wouldn't have two limes.
Everyone has at least 2 solid flavors, and
Yeah.
Bud Light, strawberry, mango.
I was really surprised with the High Noon. My favorite was the pineapple.
I don't know why you're surprised at all. Like the high noons are delicious.
Yeah.
Well, but they have a watermelon. I thought watermelon was going to be my number one. Sorry, Danielle. I thought watermelon was going to be my number one,
Was pineapple?
and it turned out to be pineapple.
Oh,
which
you
was,
didn't even try
don't
the peaches.
apologize. I'm
I've
really
tried
happy.
the
I've tried
peaches.
all 4 of them.
You didn't try the peaches? It's new. It's
The
new.
peach is new. All right. Well, I haven't tried that.
I
one.
knew.
But I've tried like the 4 that came in the variety pack
Yeah.
that I had, and I was surprised. Pineapple was the last one that I tried, and I was like, "Wow, I should
Pineapple salad.
have started with this one."
Oh, I mean, pineapple shouldn't have been surprising. That's a delicious one. I mean, I guess watermelon, pineapple, both. I could see
Yeah.
either one being the top.
I never thought pineapple would be that.
Do
I
you
would
not
rank
like
that number
pineapple?
one. I mean, I'm not big on like
I'm
pineapple.
proud of you. Pineapple's
drinks,
way better
but
than watermelon.
I don't know. Maybe who knows? Who knows? I'm a changing guy.
Blasphemy.
Anyways.
Blasphemy.
All right. Well, yeah, we could talk about seltzers all day.
It's seriously.
Easy enough. Danielle, thank you for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks so much.
The last thing we always ask everybody is, do you have anything that you want to recommend or promote? I know you mentioned your workout thing earlier, but do you have
Yeah.
anything else that you...
Try
Well-
to get a free month out of that, though.
Yeah, for real. Burn Boot Camp Canton. That's
Yeah.
like that's my shit. I love it. Yeah, I don't like have any animal Instagrams or I guess I have a side business. It's pure romance.
Okay.
But that's like just a fun thing. So if
Yeah.
any ladies listen and want to have me over for a party, I'm a super good time.
So, actually,
Yeah.
quick question on that. Do you only sell through, like, parties, or...
No.
So, you're, like, a sales rep in general?
So I'm a consultant, and now that COVID has been happening or whatever, so it's been
Sales are
everything's
good,
been
or?
virtual. Actually, very, because people
Yeah.
are at
People are at home.
home. They're either with their
Yeah.
significant other or they're single and they're bored.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like you either need to like spice up that relationship, or you're bored and you want to have fun by yourself.
This
So
is the
are people
real
asking you, like... Are people
Not
asking
to
you...
turn this into my show,
Not
but
to
Well,
turn
no, now I
this-
have questions about this, because I've always wondered things. So, like, do people ask, like, specific questions of, like...
Why didn't you tell us you had all these questions before we started recording?
This is how the free flow goes, all right?
free throw.
Take your question.
As things pop up, I have questions.
Carry on.
So, like, do people, like, ask you specifically, like, hey, I want a dildo. What do you recommend? Like, I mean, like, are they like that, or are people just like reach out and just like, hey, I want something?
A lot of the people like know the products or know the catalog.
So they kind of
prior
know
to.
what they want.
Other times, you're like most of the people that I talk to about it have either gone to one of my parties or are a friend of mine, and I think
So that, yeah.
at that point they feel comfortable to like open up to me and talk like, hey, I want to try something like this, or like, hey, I like this type of scent. Like, what do you recommend?
Okay.
And so I try to go towards
Steer
what they
them in
like.
the
Yeah.
direction. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, sales have been great because people are super
So this
bored
is
during
probably the time.
quarantine.
This is
Yep.
probably the time.
Yeah, but that I mean
prime
that's the
time.
only plug I really have because that's Besides,
Is there like a site link that they go to? Is it like Pure Romance?
so you can go to pureromance.com/Danielle Greco.
There we go.
Woo.
Hey, put that as a graphic.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Order
Graphic.
everything
Ready?
from me.
PureRomance.com
Here's the
/Danielle
buzz.
Greco.
Yeah.
Here's the buzz.
Put it right in this right here.
Link in bio.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Who would have thought your podcast would come to this?
Promoting sex
I
toys.
always assumed.
I always
Whatever.
assumed. I mean, with our hot topping selection,
Yeah.
you always assumed it was eventually going to
Always.
lead to sex toy sales. Guys, I think that's going to do it. Episode 26 of A Pizza My Life. Thank you so much for listening. You can, of course, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as on YouTube. We have YouTube. We have videos now. And you can email us at apmlpod@gmail.com. Those emails have been rolling in very fast.
ask, is
The
anyone emailed?
inbox blowing
I
up.
think so.
So, so send those emails in. And
What are they emailing? Questions?
questions,
Okay.
concerns,
Concerns mostly.
whatever you want. Or if you want, some dildos, we know who to
Oh my
who to
gosh.
forward you to.
Wow.
Oh my
Thanks
god!
for having me, you guys. It was actually a lot of fun. So
All right. Well, we
Thank
appreciate you
you.
being on, guys. Thank you for listening. We will see you next week. Take care.
bye.
Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had too martinis.
That smells like my vagina.